My name is Bob Keller. I'm a volunteer pilot with Lighthawk, which is a group of volunteer pilots around the country who provide free aviation services for environmental groups.
My name's John Peach. I'm the executive director of Save the River, an environmental organization that's been in business for 41 years in Clayton, New York.
We started the mission in Watertown, flew out over Sackett's Harbor, Henderson Bay. We flew up around Cape Vincent, past Alexandria Bay. We were over Bolt Castle. We also flew over Thousand Islands Park, and then we continued on up the river, primarily just observing the impact of the flooding.
We're over Henderson Bay now, going down towards Henderson Harbor.
Right. The barrels on the dock, some of them are garbage cans, are actually to hold the docks down. So when boat wakes come along and get underneath the dock, they'll try to raise it up. The blue barrels are weight to hold it down. You can see this causeway coming out here, and on days when the wind is blowing very hard, that causeway would probably be underwater. Well, I'm seeing an island, obviously, that's got a lot of high water, a lot of flooding going on. But you can also see at the end of that island, that big tree that's white, that's covered with cormorant poop. The high water's driven the cormorants up into trees and higher grounds from the shoals that they're normally on. And again, all those brownish docks are underwater right now, or just breaking out of the water. And when the docks go underwater, really there's no easy way to dock there, so that prohibits people from using their boats.
And does it destroy the dock?
Not necessarily. If there's a lot of wave action, it can destroy the dock.
Passing the Cape Vincent Lighthouse right now down there. And is this the start of the river now officially?
It is.
Yeah.
This is the official start. This area is called Flynn's Bay, and it is historically one of the major breeding grounds for the muskie and the northern pike. A couple years ago, the cattails, the marshes, were way out into the bay, and so it cut down on the flow of fresh water, of nutrients in there. This is a positive effect of the high water and the low water. It's flooding it, and lower water, it freezes them out, gets them back to a natural proportion. These two big old boathouses, when the wind blows a little bit, all those docks in there are underwater. And people have to come in with boots if they can get to them. It's a challenge to keep the boats off the docks and the cleats. And this beautiful green roof series down here of buildings, that is the Antique Boat Museum. Their docks are very close to being underwater. Here's Bolt Castle coming up. They're coping. They've built up their docks and they've been able to stay open. But you can see the Bolt Castle boathouse over there, which is beautifully restored and loaded with antique boats.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
It's underwater. I think it's identical to 2017. In 2017, they had to close the boathouse, and in 2017, they had to build up the docks. Just coming down into Morristown, in an area with a lot of beautiful little cottages right along the river, and some major new construction too, just right in there. But there are a lot of empty docks, a lot of docks underwater. We are going to have to, I think, look at shoreline resiliency. We're going to have to look at some adaptive management. There's a lot to be learned.
Potsdam traffic, Skylane overhead, midfield left crosswind, 24 Potsdam.
Traffic uniform Yankee Romeo is going to extend our downwind to have a long final. Carb 28 full stop.